back for our well-rounded segment aimed at improving all aspects of our lives. And we're joined now by my friend, who is a life coach to stars like Usher and Terry J. Vaughn, and the list goes on, and me. Because my name is on the back of this book. Yes, Rashawn Ali.
Do that.
Yes. Sheri Riley's here.
Yes, she is.
Hello.
Sheri, welcome to the Sister Circle.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here.
I'm excited.
This is a beautiful time. So let's go all the way back to LaFace Records. Of course, you were responsible for so many people's careers there, from the TLCs to the Ushers, Toni Braxton. You know, in that moment, it was good. Tell us what it was like back then, because, you know, we both were...
we was in that, where we in the music.
We revolutionized the entertainment industry.
Yes.
I mean, we took African-American artists and moved them into the pop mainstream. It was the first time artists were selling 10 million albums that were African-American, so R&B turned to pop. So we had an amazing time and changed the music industry.
Now, with all of that, you just walked away from the music business.
Walked away. It was my dream. I loved it, but I was miserable. I had everything I ever wanted. Right?
Jesus Christ, I'm still in it.
I know.
Help me, God.
I mean, and it's everything. You're there, and you have this great success. I was able to buy my mother a home at 27. I had access. I had money. But I didn't have peace. I didn't have peace. I was miserable. And I knew that I had to learn how to stop spending 100% of my time on 10% of who I was.
And how, right?
Girl, that was a word.
Come on, this is the word. This is the book with the word in it.
Catch that word.
And so how are you able to coach that to, like, high-performing celebrities, high-performing artists like Usher? How are you able to convey what you just said to us so that he can live his life like that, and many people like him?
And you know this.
Yes,
I am my first client. All I do is share what I learned to live for myself. And so I learn it, I commit to it, peace, clarity, and courage, and then I share that. And when you really genuinely speak authentically from your heart and what you've learned and what you've experienced, but most importantly, what you're committed to, all you're doing is guiding someone through what you're doing.
You are the example.
The example. And it's authentic. So people trust and believe it because it really is authentic.
Now, as a mom and a wife, because I'm all the way here with you. I'm getting so much, honey. I'm just getting all
session right now.
Listen, I'm all in her mouth, like, And as a mom and a wife, what I find difficult for me, and being in the music industry, entertainment industry, period, how do you find the time for this self-care?
The first key is we have to broaden our definition of success. Right?
Ooh, go ahead.
We have to broaden our definition of success. When we narrow success down to just the zeros in our bank account and the commas behind it, then we minimize the time spent with our children. We minimize date night with our husband.
Like it's not important.
It's not important. Or when we're there, we're not present. Right? And so what happens is we do these things. We spend time with our families. We spend time with ourselves. We go to the gym. We do our yoga. But we minimize it. And so we don't enjoy the experience. And so we feel like, well, I didn't work 100 hours a day, but are you really achieving or are you just busy? So we have to broaden our definition of success to really appreciate and be present with those other things in our lives beyond work.
Well, let me ask you this, because as an entertainer, no, go ahead, baby. I got to get all the therapy I can.
I know.
Well, I can.
Right.
But as an entertainer, you know, I'm in where you were. Right? So, and I feel like how you feel right now at the same time.
Wow.
So how do you preserve, well, how can I preserve being an entertainer and in the entertainment industry and still find that peace? How can you find that balance?
And you are literally the reason why I do what I do.
Wow.
For
Come on, somebody.
entertainers, athletes, high achievers, because that's the biggest challenge. How do I continue to pursue what I love, but also maintain that peace? And as hard as it is, it's very simple. We have to pursue peace first. We have to make the peace a priority. When peace is the priority, it gives us the clarity to then have the power to be courageous enough to then allow everything else to have its rightful place.
Yes.
That's
Pursue
good.
peace first.
That's good.
Peace is the new success.
Yes.
Girl.
It's trademarked.
I've been saying it for 10 years.
Peace is the new success.
Really quickly, Sheri, let's get to some of the points that you delve into in Exponential Living. Yes. Go ahead.
The 9 principles of exponential living.
Lovely.
The first one is living your power, and it's about making a decision. The second one is we have to have healthy relationships, meaning healthy living is more than just a diet. Back to what you just said, Selena, how do we manage those relationships?
Right.
And another one that is so very important is happy is a choice and joy is a lifestyle. Happy is a choice, joy is a lifestyle.
Bombs.
We can't give you all 9. We can't get it because you got to get the book.
You got to get the book.
Wow.
This book is powerful.
Yes.
With just those 3 principles.
Can I go ahead and make up an appointment so y'all go ahead and be y'all?
Yes.
You can go ahead and.
I'm just saying, because, you've been with it this long. You know what time it is.
Yes, really quickly, Sheri Riley was the reason that I got my first big radio deal. Seriously. She said, you are worthy to make as much as the men make. You are worthy to lead a morning show. And God used her as a vessel to help me get to that level, and she can do the same for you.
Yes.
I promise you. Thank you so much for what
you.
you've done for my life and so many other people's lives.
Thank
You can feel like I feel. Look for Sheri's
God.
book, Exponential Living. Stop spending 100% of your time on 10% of who you are. We'll be right back with What the People Say to hear what you have to say. That's next. Thank you so much, my friend.
Sheri, I need this book in real life. Good.